Hi, in this video we'll be checking out how to set up test reports in Semaphore. So let's talk about test reports. Test reports allow us to get an effective and consistent view of our CI/CD test suite across different test frameworks and stages. They also allow us to get an overview of failures and perform analysis on our test suites. So how are we going to set this up? First, we're going to explain test runners and JUnit XML reports. Then we're going to add test publishing to our jobs with the usage of our test results tool. And then we will inspect tests in the tests dashboard. So let's get started with the first one. Semaphore supports the JUnit XML test results format. Now, most test runners can export this format, and in Semaphore's documentation, we have a list of languages, test runners for those languages, and formatters for those test runners. Now, some languages have this built in, but for some technologies, you need to use a formatter or some sort of plugin that exports your test results into this JUnit XML test format. Now, be sure to export your test results in this format using any plugin for the technologies that you are using. Okay, we've explained test runners and JUnit XML reports. Now it's time to actually add test publishing to our jobs using the test results tool. So let's get started. When located on our project page, let's go into edit workflow mode. Now let's pick the setup minus semaphore branch. And now where we'll be adding our test results is in our tests block. Now you can also add them globally after each job finishes, but in this case, we only want to add them to the tests block. So let's click on the tests block. And inside the unit tests and integration test jobs, we're going to add this command. So this command basically takes our report XML file that's generated by our tests and uses the test minus results command that's integrated into Semaphore's CLI toolbox and publishes these tests. So let's copy this command. And this command is located in Semaphore's documentation. And what we're going to do is, so this -n argument basically specifies what is the group for this test suite. Because we have two groups, unit tests and integration tests, we want to set up two groups. So what we're going to do is we're going to name the first group unit tests and the second group integration tests. So what's going to happen once the tests are run, there's a file generated called report.xml. So this again depends on how your test process works. And we then publish this file using the test minus results command. And then when this is published, what we need to do is combine all of the test results together. And this is usually done in the after pipeline jobs section. So over here, let's click on add after jobs. And we're going to name this job publish tests. And the command that we need to use is this one. So test minus results, gen minus pipeline minus report. This command is also available in Semaphore's documentation. So let's paste this one in. And this is basically it. This is how we set it up. Then we click on run the workflow and click on looks good start. And this is going to get updated. Now we can wait for our runner to go through and our tests to go through. But this is basically how we set up our test reports. Now that we've added test publishing to our jobs using the test results tool, we can check out our last step and we can go to our dashboard and view how our tests have performed. So let's do that right now. Now, once our workflow has finished running, we can go into the tests tab. And here we can see that we now have two groups available, the two groups of tests that we have defined, integration tests and unit tests. And we can click on these two and export the test results. So you can also filter these by showing the failed tests first, or filtering them alphabetically, or also filtering them by which tests were the slowest. Now, in this case, the tests that I have ran were really simple, so they are all performing really fast. But this feature is particularly useful when you're executing larger test suites and you want to find out where your bottlenecks are. Now you can use this interface to actually find out your bottlenecks and optimize your tests. Now, this is all you need to know to set up your test results. Now, there are more complex scenarios available in our documentation, and you can also check out the documentation for the test results CLI tool. If you like this video, don't forget to click on the like button and also subscribe to our channel. Also, feel free to leave any comments down below.